before you enter into marriage, if you have these plans to continue your career or academics after you have gotten married, please, this video is going to be of great help to you. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gloriana Ayelitete. I'm a wife, a mom, a public health practitioner with interest in maternal and child health. If you are new here, you're so welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. You are going to learn a lot, so stick and stay. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed.
Lift your hands and just worship Him. He deserves the glory.
So, growing up, I've always had ambitious dreams. Owing to the fact that I came from a very rural community where a lot of things were going on, especially with respect to the girl child. I saw people quitting school, people being advised to give birth, get married to people older than them because education was not really an attractive thing in my community. So I took up the initiative and told myself that I wanted to climb the academic ladder to get to the PhD level so that I can set the example that I wish I had as a teenager, even to the young people coming up from my community. I thank God for the grace that has carried me through even till this point. It's not been easy, but God has been so gracious, and I'm very grateful. I hope this story inspires you and you learn a few things from it. So, yes, I had these dreams. I wrote them down. One of my dreams was to get married at the age of 25. And guess what? I was able to get married at exactly the age 24 and about 8 months old, to the glory of God. But you see, that PhD dream. So now let me tell you about it. So this is the thing that I did and did not realize that I was actually in flaw. So all I did was to write down goals and just trust and believe God to be able to achieve it. As to how I was going to achieve them, I did not know. All I knew was I had goals, big, ambitious goals, and God was going to help me to achieve them. Now, when it got to this issue of my PhD, I did not factor in the fact that wanting to marry at the age of 25, God was going to answer that prayer. And that was also going to mean that I was going to have a family to cater to. I was going to have a husband who would need my attention. I was going to have children by the grace of God who are going to crave and so much desire my attention in their lives. I did not think about that. In fact, it did not cross my mind. And that is where I did not do well. You see, I hear stories of people online talking about the fact that when you get married, it's going to shatter your dreams as a young woman. And so, even before you try to enter into marriage, you should make sure that you have achieved all the goals and the dreams you want to achieve before you settle down in marriage. My dear, this advice does not work for everybody. And you better be careful the kind of advices you take from people, especially online, except for the godly ones, like this page. Yes. So I've seen videos online talking about how that people get married and their dreams are shattered. People get married and they forget who they are. People get married and they are so drowned and lost in marriage, so much so that they are not able to fulfill the dreams that they once had. They become a shadow of themselves. This is the reason I always talk about choosing the right partner. So I've been hearing of all these things. In fact, recently I saw a message of a man of God who was happily talking about the fact that he had been able to stop his wife from achieving her dreams of becoming a doctor. Why? Because he felt it would be an intimidation, or probably because he knew that he was going to become a man of God to some extent and he did not want his wife to climb higher than him. All those crap, excuse my language, but the reason I talk about ensuring that you choose the right partner, you choose somebody who is godly, who is God fearing, who knows God, who understands you and your dreams. Before I settled down in marriage, we had a lot of conversations, and part of that conversation included our career, our academic journeys, and our plans for every year ahead of us. We had plans and goals, and we wanted to make sure that we stood by each other and encourage each other to be able to achieve our plans. So, if you are choosing a partner, First of all, the red flags will be there. You will be able to see the signs if this person does not support your dream, or the kind of things they say, the kind of ideologies they have. I have always said the mentality they have will tell you whether this person is going to support your dream or not. So, yes, that is one thing you should always have in the back of your mind. Before you settle down, make sure you are having that conversation and get to the roots of the person's mindset and understanding concerning your career, your academics, your business, or every other thing that you have great dreams about. It will do you great good. So my husband, knowing that I was an academic, like I love books and I love to school, I have great dreams and I want to achieve a PhD and even become a professor at some point. At least now that you know me, you know I love to teach, I love to share knowledge. So, yes, it has always been part of my long term plan and goal, my aspirations and dreams to God that hopefully it will come to pass. He knowing all these things about me, he kept encouraging me. I remember always talking casually about applying for a master's program and always postponing it. There was one time he just brought it up and said, look, this time around you're going to do this masters, whether you like it or not. And I was always about giving excuses. Oh, I think we just started having children. We need funds to do other things. We need to do this and that. And it's like, look, just apply. The rest is going to be history. As to how God is going to provide, I don't know, but we are going to do it. This is the kind of person I'm talking about. And because of that, I got encouraged and still pursued my dreams and my academic ambitions. So, yes, I wanted to achieve the PhD dream, but what I want to bring to you, what I want you to learn from this is that number one, set great goals for yourself even before you enter into marriage. That is, if you want to marry early, set great goals for yourself. As you are setting these goals, make sure you are putting in the systems. Make sure you are putting by it an action plan that is going to help you to remain on the path of achieving that goal. And two, make room for adjustment. Make room for adjustment. As you set these goals, anything can happen. Please make sure that you are making room for adjustment. I'm not saying you should give up on your goals. Making room for adjustment means that as you move on in the marriage, you might get pregnant. For some people, they get pregnant, they get bedridden, they are not able to do anything. But I know that is not going to be your portion in Jesus' name. There are other people, they don't get bedridden, but they just cannot bring themselves to do anything productive the moment they conceive. So plan for that. That okay, in the moments where I get married and I conceive very early in the marriage, I will decide that I'm going to focus on childbearing and then recover to a certain level, then pick up where I left from on my academic journey or whatever journey that I want to take. Again, see, believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you will not be able to achieve those dreams you put down even before you settle down in marriage. If you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect your partner to believe in you? If you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect other people to believe in you? Believe in your dreams. Believe that you can achieve it. And whilst you are believing, my dear, prepare for the mental fortitude that you will need to be able to do this. Because trust me, combining academics, marriage, work, entrepreneurship, or whatever it is that you want to combine, it does not come on a silver platter. You need the grace of God, you need strength, you need support system, you need every mental fortitude that there is to be able to remain resilient because it is going to take a toll on you to some extent. But with God on your side and with good structure of systems, you will be able to achieve it. So prepare for that before you even decide that you are getting married, before you achieve your academic or whatever dreams you want to achieve. And this is a reminder finally to engage your spouse on such topics. It is very important as other things. Engage your spouse on such topics. Even if you're already married and you did not think about that, but you are now planning to actually take these steps. It's not too late to engage your spouse on such topics. Come to a consensus, come to an agreement, and try to build partnership throughout the journey. Because, yes, If you are already married and maybe you've already started having children, you need to discuss how you are going to handle the kids during this period. Let's say it's a 1 year program or two, or a PhD program, which is maximum 5 years. You need to start planning or thinking about how you are going to handle the kids throughout the season, because these things can even bring conflict if you don't prepare well. Imagine having a PhD program to attend to, and you still have toddlers or you still have babies to cater to. How are you going to go about the whole thing if you don't have anybody to support you, let's say grandmothers or aunties or uncles to help you carry the children, and then even your husband to help you nurture them whilst you're in school till you come back? You need to focus and think about all these things even before you settle down. And yes, if you ask me, it was one of the beautiful experiences I had. Schooling, going to work, and being able to still nurture a full human being within whilst taking care of a toddler and having a sweet husband to support me. It was a lovely experience. And you too can do it. So don't believe the negative narratives that are on social media. If those negative narratives are being believed by people, then the positive narratives too must be believed, because they actually exist. There are actually marriages that are working. It is you who is thinking that no marriage can work because of your own behavior. So please, before you enter into marriage, if you have these plans to continue studies, or you have plans to continue your career or academics after you have gotten married, please sit down, plan, and let God help you achieve them beautifully. Listen, if yours is to achieve that PhD before you get married, go for it. There's grace available. But don't let anybody lie to you that by virtue of being married, your dreams will be shattered and you will not be able to achieve these PhD dreams. It's actually possible. Granted, you have the right people and systems in place. You can do it. It all depends on you and the people you decide to surround yourself with. So please don't give up. Don't give up at all. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I'm going to come your way with another episode that is going to be a blessing to you. Till then, stick and stay, and I love you. Bye.
Lift your hands and just worship him. He deserves the glory. He deserves the honor.